come in, have a seat, come on. Are you going to hide in the back? Shabbat shalom, and you're not allowed to adjust the sound. You're not allowed to do the lights. You just need to pray, my friend. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Wow, awesome. Oh. All right, I'm going to invite you. Take out these devices. Exactly. Shut them off. Do a quick selfie. Elias, you guys ready? 1, 2, please smile. There we go. There we go. Wait, one more time. There you go. Awesome. Okay. Well, I do have a selfie. I know my selfie stick is at home with my daughter. I'm going to get that from her. But yes, we need a selfie stick. Okay, now put your phones away. Now that we've done selfies, this is good. Our Shabbat selfies are done. So let's make sure to take a breath. The traffic was crazy as usual, or I should just say it was normal. There you go. But we are gathered here in this wonderful place. It is so good to join together on this Shabbat. As we celebrate not only Shabbat, but we get to honor a wonderful presence, a wonderful man who's been with us for 24 years. He'll be giving a Devar Torah of only about 45 minutes in length. He'll be reading some Torah. He'll be doing some teaching, and he'll be taking questions and answers. No, he's now not breathe. I'm kidding. That's what Davey's going to be doing, actually. No, Davey. Our bar mitzvah is going to help us light candles and kiddush in a little bit. So it's nice to be in the presence of some strong young men in our midst here, with Davey and Elias. We'll still call you a young man, because for some reason your hair's not turning gray. So let us warm up with some music. Now here's what we do need to do. Cantor's voice, it's there, but he needs us. So we're all going to sing. This isn't a performance, we're all singing. So Cantor, what are we going to sing with you?
We're going to sing a nigu.
Excellent. We can handle Lai
Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la.
La 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 la, ya la Take a moment, please. Turn to the people around you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Wonderful. Excellent. And so now, Davey, I'm going to make you come out from all the way to the ends there. Yeah, we're going to do some, well, we should light the candles to start Shabbat. So Davey and your brother Ryan and Lainey, join us. We'll all turn to page 2 as we light our Shabbat lights. Ready? Do this. There you go. Give it a twist. There you go. Perfect. Good. I know. Excellent. As we join together with Davey and Lainey and Brian with our blessing on page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehavikner shel Shabbat.
So the light of Shabbat is with us, and now in all of its sweetness, here you are, Davey. We turn to page 5. Now you get to hold it first, because you get to sanctify it by leading us in Kiddush.
Eloheinu melech haolam, borei v'riach ha'olam. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu mitzvotav v'ratzeh banu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahavah u'praso, v'yivanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, kibuyom tevilah, v'mikrei kodesh, zecher tziyah Mitzrayim, Imanu b'chata, Eltanu kidashta, Mikol ha'olim, v'shabbat kodshcha, v'ahavah u'praso, v'imravtanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
So Mazel Tov, Davey. This is the beginning of this beautiful Shabbat when you become Bar Mitzvah. We are so honored by that. We are so excited to share Shabbat morning services tomorrow with you as you get to be called to Torah as a Bar Mitzvah. And it wasn't that long ago, Ryan. You were doing that as well. Time flies, and we're having such an amazing time. So Mazel Tov to Davey, Lainey, Mazel Tov to you. Mwah. All right, good. Okay. Yeah. So we welcome Shabbat with Lecha Dodi, asking Shabbat to come in. The angels of Shabbat, come. Boi Kala, come and join us. Page 20.
Lecha Dodi Rakala, B'nei Shabbat V'Kalela, Lecha Dodi Rakala, B'nei Shabbat V'Kalela, Lecha Dodi Rakala, B'nei Shabbat V'Kalela, Lecha Dodi Rakala,
Shmi Anu Elohim Yuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad V'Shemo Tiferet V'Nitihah Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela V'yikrat Shabbat lechu v'lecha Yihi Nekor Mamracha Ve'erosh V'Kadeh Nesucha Tzom Ma'aseh V'Machshavat Gila Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela Verse 5 Hitorari, Hitorari Shiva Ore, Uri Ori Uri Uri Shedaveri Kevorai Nigla Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela. So now we turn to verse 9. When we ask Shabbat, come in and join us. And so we rise together, we face the door, saying, please come be with us. Boi v'shalom ha'atzeret bala Ram v'simcha u'etzola Tochem u'nei am segula Boi kala boi kala Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela Lecha Dodi Rakala B'nei Shabbat Nikavela. Page 27. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth without the presence. Page 26, Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitada ve'yitkada shemei Rabbi
Amen.
Yamad Yachute v'yamlich Malchute B'chayecho yo'echo U'chayetecho Beit Yisrael
Bagala, Bagala, U'bizman Karim.
V'yimeru
Amen. Yehesh me'rava me'ora Le'olam le'omaya Yitbarach
Yitbarach ve'yishtamach v'yitpa'al v'yitroham v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitala shemei v'kudusha le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata
Tushmevata v'bechemata Ta'biram b'yamah. Amen. We rise as we turn to page 28, Baruch Hu.
Yai
La 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ari baravi. So we continue, page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu
Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Baruto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Baruto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated as we turn to page 36 and join together the Ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Elohim mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibartam v'shitecha b'beitecha u'mlechtecha b'derech u'shoftecha u'b'kummecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha ve'hayu letotachot be'minecha u'ktatam המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם Page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Nichamocha, page 40.
מלכותך ברובנך, אוקיי הימים ממשה מרים, זה אליהו ואמרו, זה אליהו ואמרו. אדוני אינו לעולם ועד, אדוני
Page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'akol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Tonight there is such joy, so much joy in our being together, and on the Shabbat we join together, page 44. For those who keep Shabbat, we all truly call it a delight. Yismachu.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עומרי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עומרי שבת. אהה מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם יסתרו ויתעמקו לתשומת השבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עומרי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עומרי שבת. ובשביעי רצית בון, רצית בון קידשתו שבת, עמדת ימי אותו קלת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עומרי שבת. ישמחו
Shabbat Bekore, Onei Shabbat.
Zecher Maaseh, Maaseh Reshit Shabbat. Zecher Maaseh, Maaseh Reshit Shabbat. Yismechu b'malakutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat Bekore, Onei Shabbat. Yismechu b'malakutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat Bekore, Onei Shabbat.
Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. We rise for Amidah, beginning on page 46.
Adonai Sfatai Tifta, Adonai Sfatai Tifta, Ufi Avi Tehilatecha, Ufi Avi Tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai Tifta, Adonai Sfatai Tifta, Ufi Avi Tehilatecha, Ufi Avi Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ha'Rorah, El Elyon, Romer Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasiavot Ve'imahot, U'mevim Ularim Le'menechai, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magid Avraham, V'ezras Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah, Rav V'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, U'Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, So'orev Noflim V'Rofeh Hodim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mechayeh Emunato L'Shenei Afar, Mi'kamocha B'Gilulot, U'Midomer Elav, Melech Menit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzliach L'Shua, V'Le'emanot Ha'Chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah Kadosh L'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kedoshim B'chol Yom Yehallelu B'Sela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Days pass and years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, shodcha levarcha v'yirah na'avod. Page 59. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha olcha na'eh lehodot. This past week has been challenging, these past couple of days. We hoped, we prayed that when we entered 2015, maybe, just maybe, there would be peace in our world. That there wouldn't be violence, that there wouldn't be acts of misunderstanding, acts of not being able to know why. The pain over these past couple of days, the pain in France, it reaches our shores, it reaches our hearts, it reaches our souls. We take such pride in freedom of speech and freedom of being able to express ourselves. Nobody should take that away. Nobody has the right to say, you can't do this. Nobody has the right to say, because I am hurt, because I am offended, because what you do is so against me, to take a life. That is the ultimate in silencing a voice. Beautiful voices have been silenced. Their voices were not just only the voices of speech, but especially the voices of their hands, of their creativity, of their mind. Those were silenced, but you see, we can make sure that their voices are no longer silenced. We have to continue to stand up to say, every person has a right to speak out. Every person has the right to their opinions. We might not always agree, of course not. There are many times that we don't agree with each other, but that's okay. Because at least we can have dialogue. At least we can show the most important, the most precious thing of all, which is respect, kindness, kavod, honor to one another. Because you see, every single person is created b'tselem Elohim, in the image of God, and nobody has the right to take that image away. Our hearts have been broken. And so we send our love We send strength to those families who have lost loved ones. We might not be able to be there physically and put our arms around them and hug them and hold them, but we can send that love to them through our prayers, our voices, our song. Let there be peace, O God, please. Let there be understanding among men and women, girls and boys of all ages. Let us be able to speak to one another freely and not be afraid. That is shalom. That is peace. May we find some more of it this coming year. We have many days ahead of 2015, and I pray, I know we all pray, that there will be more peace before us. So we join together, Shalom Rav, page 60.
Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. Yatahum Levadom, Le'ol HaShalom. Ki Yatahum Levadom, Le'ol HaShalom. Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levalet et amcha Yisrael, le'ol עת ולכל שעה לשלום Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. Shalom Israel, Tassim Leolam. Tassim Leolam. Tassim
Lo yisagoy el goy charev, v'lo yilmadu od milchama. Nation shall not take up sword against nation. They shall never again know war. Don't stop after beating the swords into plowshares. Don't stop. Go on beating and make musical instruments out of them. Whoever wants to make war again will have to turn them into plowshares first. Part of our blessings of peace and wholeness and completeness is also blessings for healing. Healing of body, mind, and of spirit. We send a Mishaberach, this prayer of healing, to all of those families who are trying to heal after these times of tragedy. We send out healing prayers to our own family and friends who are in need of finding that healing mind, body, spirit. We send out healing for ourselves as well, because how often have we said, I need healing, I need wholeness. We send out prayers of healing to even the stranger who we do not know, for everyone is deserving of complete healing. So we turn to page 253. Mishaberach Avotenu v'Imotenu Abraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah, hu yivarech et hacholim hakadosh baruch hu yimaleh rachamim aleihem. V'hachin lemam u'rakotam u'hachzikam v'yishlach lehem mehera refuah shlema min hashamayim רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, השתה בעגלה בזמן קריב ונאמר, Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. I invite you at this time, all of those who are needed of healing, those names that we hold in our hearts, I invite you as one voice, please call out their names of those who are in need of healing. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored, their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen. Amen.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
It's hard to believe that it was 4 years ago today that we lost the woman who wrote this music. Debbie Friedman of blessed memory, she left us on this day. And while her family observes the Hebrew yahrzeit date, this day of January 9th also is in our hearts. Because you see, Debbie gave us so much music. She gave us so many blessings. She gave us words and ways to say things that we had been reaching for all the time, trying to find out how to say them. She gave us these blessings. And when she would stand up in her concerts and she would say to everyone, I know you know these words of Misha Baruch, I know you know how to sing them. That first verse, she would say, please let me sing it to you. Don't sing along, let me sing it to you. And we would sit there and we would listen and we would receive her blessings. Cheryl, Frida, Aunt Ann, I don't know if you're watching, we talked about it earlier, I hope you are. We sing to you now, this second verse, this whole song. We sing it for you, that you should have blessings and healing as well. All of us should have healing too. She was a part of our family too. So for Debbie's family, for all of our families and friends who are in need of healing, sing out this second verse together. And if those people are not here, let them feel it. Because you know they can feel. It's amazing when somebody prays for you, you can feel it. And so let us sing with a full heart. Think about the person you're thinking about that's in need of healing. Bring them into your heart, into your mind. And now let's sing this for them. And we also sing it for each other.
Those in need of healing, with much love, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Take some moments now for silent meditation.
say shalom biroma. Uriah say shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael.
So Elias, Arkansas. Has anybody checked the weather recently? Yeah, you check the weather, and what do we got? It's a bit windy? Okay. Oh, Elias. It's hard to believe, 24 years. So I remember, oh boy, so many things. But especially one of the most precious blessings of all was being able to be a part of your Beit Din. To be able to be there and to ask you, so, can you name the 613 commandments? And you did, it was amazing. He's the only one who did. Chat later. No, don't worry. But to be able to share in the moments of your receiving Torah, when you became an adult bar mitzvah, you become a bar mitzvah when you turn 13, but you wanted to wait a little longer. But to stand there with all of your friends who you all went on that journey together. And as you held Torah in your arms, the light that sparkled within your eyes, it was amazing. It lit up the room. We could have turned off the lights, and your sparkle would have filled it. You have always been, for me and my family, our friend. You have always been there to take care of me, especially, to keep me safe, to make sure, don't worry, it'll be fine, because you know I'm a control freak. You have always been there to make sure things are in order. Thank you. I've been trying to think of so many words to share with you, and I will in a little bit, some more. But I want to share some words from Rabbi Donnell first, who was here recently but has now returned to Israel, to Jerusalem, and has snow to shovel himself. I don't know what happened, but there you go. But he sends you these words. Dear Elias, Wendy and I are sorry that we cannot be with you on this very special Shabbat tribute to you and your many years of service to our Temple Beth Shalom family. Of course, I will take credit for your coming to TBS in the first place, as our relationship goes back to our years working together at Wilshire Boulevard Temple. In fact, it was only 4 months after I arrived at Beth Shalom that you walked into my office and told me that you too had moved south to the promising land of Orange County. It was a happy reunion for us and a fortuitous beginning for a long and happy relationship for you with Temple Beth Shalom. As you soon discovered, one of the truly wonderful aspects of working at Temple Beth Shalom is the fact that here you do not have a place of employment. You have a life and a family. And for all of us, our staff, our lay leadership, and our congregation, we have created a family. Elias, you have become so much a part of that family that you literally joined the clan when you became a Jew by choice. Over the years, we have created a myriad of precious memories, haven't we? You deepened your commitment as a Jew when you celebrated your being a bar mitzvah after years of serious study, and we celebrated with you. And who could ever forget your Purim rendition of "For all the many Jews I've known"? Did I do it justice? Nah, probably not. Will you do it? Okay, then. You had us rolling in the aisles, and it was you who recorded so many of our memorable moments as a community and sent them streaming into cyberspace, helping to extend TBS beyond the confines of the walls of our building. As a community extends far beyond the walls that define, but do not confine it. When you go on your way, continuing your life's journey on to the next stage in your new life in Arkansas, you take our TBS community along with you. To be sure, there is a blessing for your journey. In speaking of the Tefillat HaDerech, the traveler's prayer, our rabbis had something quite profound to teach us. Rabbi Yaakov said in the name of Rav Chisda, whoever sets forth on a journey should say the traveler's prayer. What is it? May it be your will, Adonai, my God, to guide me in peace and direct my steps in peace, and sustain me in peace, and deliver me from the hand of every enemy and danger along the way. Bless the works of my hands and cause me to find grace, kindness, and mercy in your sight, and in the eyes of all who behold me. Blessed are you, Adonai, who hearkens to prayer. But Abaya said, a person should always identify with the community. So what should he say? May it be your will, Adonai, our God, to lead us forth in peace. So what does this mean? On a significant level, it teaches us why we Jews most often pray in the plural, in we, rather than in the singular, I. Even when we are traveling alone, we are never really alone. We are part of a people, a community, and a family. Elias, know that wherever you go on your journey, you will always have your TBS community, your family, with you. May God watch over you and bless you and bring success to all that you do. With warmest personal regards and love from Jerusalem, Shelley. Susie. Susie has been a part of your life in this wonderful place, and you posted, by the way, on your Facebook page, the song. And Susie was there introducing you. Your hair was a little different then. But how beautiful to be able to share so many moments together. And so, Susie, if you will share your blessings now for life.
So a lot of this is similar. No wonder I love Rabbi Janelle. Anyway, bear with me. In 1991, you came to Temple Des Shalom from Moshe Boulevard Temple to join Rabbi Janelle. You don't often hear of a rabbi bringing along his maintenance person who takes a new position, but then this is our alliance. You moved your family to Orange County to become the head of maintenance for Temple Des Shalom. I began working as executive director just a couple months after you came. Linda Weisberg was our president then, and we were such a strong team for many years. Those were the days, my friend, and there was so much excitement in the air. A new beginning for Temple Des Shalom. Our TBS mission statement was created back in those years to strive for excellence in everything we do. We couldn't be stopped. As we added new programming, our membership grew by leaps and bounds. We completed our Project Pride 2 remodeling program. Now, shortly after your coming to TVS, you confided in Rabbi Donnell and me about your interest in Judaism. You remembered stories and even some holiday observances from your late grandmother that indicated that she may in fact have been Jewish, or at the very least had Jewish connections. You wanted to explore this further, and you went on to take the Introduction to Judaism class and to study with Rabbi Donnell and to enroll in other TVS adult education classes. It was a very joyful celebration when you decided to become a Jew by choice, and a lot of us were there to cheer you on. But that wasn't even enough, and you continued to learn by learning to read Hebrew, and then become a bar mitzvah at Temple Beshalom. You've become a regular Torah reader at High Holy Day services and other times throughout the year. Even your family participated right along with you. Your daughter attended and graduated from the Temple Beshalom preschool, and your wife and family have worshiped with us and attended congregational seders and even worked for us at the High Holy Days at fundraisers and quinceañera parties. Elias, you have always been super friendly and helpful and respectful to our congregants. You're the first person to step up, and you are a real team player. And you are such a good sport. We recall when you serenaded us, I'll hear it again, with the parody for all the Jews you've known before at talent shows and Purim spiels and opening day religious school assemblies. Elias, you've built a strong maintenance staff for us over the decades, and many thanks go to Octavio Montanez and Fabian Regosa, who have been loyal and trustworthy and hardworking for the temple. You've always stated that you had the temple's back, and you've demonstrated that many, many times over. Thank you for covering in the middle of the night false alarm telephone calls for me, and for the real times of emergencies, like last February 15th. When you came up with the idea to hold quinceañera party rentals in our social hall to boost our operating income, you followed up by contacting Hispanic businesses and advertising the rental of our hall. And you always guarded our facility to ensure smooth running parties and prevent damage to our building. You even opened up a special order quinceañera dress business to further enhance our party room rentals. Unfortunately for both you and Temple Beshalom, the fire back in February destroyed our rental facility and the success of your dress business. Finally, I will not forget to mention Elias's contributions to the temple's bingo operations. You have been involved in the weekly game setup and machine maintenance for many years, but you went on to become one of the bingo heroes of our temple, along with many of our loyal volunteers, many of whom are present here tonight. You joined the bingo committee, and you learned every single bingo job so that you could always fill in, as well as train other volunteers. Sometimes you were called upon to do more than one job at a time, and you often did. You went on to become one of the regular bingo managers for our games and to help organize purchasing of game supplies and help with advertising and catering. You knew practically every regular bingo player's names by heart, and we fondly refer to you as our bingo maven. Elias, you have been a loving member of our Temple family for going on 25 years. We cried with you when your dear mother passed away. When you became ill with your heart condition, we raised money for you when you had extreme medical bills. We cheered for you when you became a grandfather. We smiled when your daughter marched up the aisle. And we have felt pain for you when your family moved to Arkansas to pursue opportunities and you were left here alone, largely because of your dedication to Temple Shalom. Elias, now it is your time to pursue new beginnings and job possibilities in Clarksville, Arkansas. Oh, they knew Clarksville from the song. To experience firsthand being permanently reunited with your family once again. We wish you all the nachas and good fortune that you deserve. Always remember the greatness that you brought to Temple Shalom and to all the good people whose lives you have positively affected. Thank you.
She'll come and hug you in a few. I'm going to keep her for a few, okay? Next, I'd like to invite forward Lynn, the president of our congregation, to share her blessings as well.
Joe noticed that she always does this to me. She calls me up after everybody's crying, you know. And I don't know what I can say to top what Susie and Rabbi Danelle had to say. But I would like to do something a little bit different. So, Elias, I'm going to ask you to either come all the way up here or just come up here in the front. Come all the way up, Elias. And I am the president of the congregation, but I'm only the spokesperson for all of you that are here tonight. And I would like for all of you to join me as our congregational family in recognizing and honoring Elias. So for those of you who are able, if you could stand up, please. And I'll do the talking, but I want him to see all of you and all of your smiling faces. Look out there, Elias. I asked folks who are here this evening what they thought about when I asked them about Elias and the contributions that he's made to our congregation. And similar to what's already been said tonight, there were three major themes that stood out. The first and foremost was that Elias has always had a can-do attitude. You need something done? What do you hear? Go ask Elias, he'll do it. Right? And you go ask him, and what does he say? He says, yes, I can do that. I'll take care of it for you. And he does. And we've been so appreciative of that for all the years that you have given of your service to us. That's number one. Never a no, always a smile, always a yes. The second thing that came up, and Susie mentioned this as well, is your capability and your willingness to video record so many events at the temple, to set up for all the B'nai Mitzvahs and all of the parties and the celebrations, whether they were for outside rentals or whether they were for our own congregational families. I know how much I appreciated what you did when my daughter was a bat mitzvah, and relying on you to videotape it and doing such a good job. And so many of us have all had that same experience with you. And again, always saying yes and always being there and doing it with a smile, on time, ready to go. Who's the fixture of Temple Beth Shalom? Elias, of course. Everyone can count on him for everything that needs to be done. He's the go-to guy. And finally, as Susie mentioned as well, bingo. Where would we have been at bingo without Elias? I only volunteered in the last few years because I hadn't been in California that long. And who was the person who knew everything about bingo? The managing, the calling, the clientele, all of the people, where they like to sit, what they wanted the caterer to serve, how quickly we should proceed, where the TV should be facing, and everything else about the facility and the room. It wouldn't have happened without Elias. So on behalf of your congregational family, all of these folks you see here and all of those out there in video land, as well as those who could not join us this evening, thank you so much for everything that you are and for everything that you have been and meant to our congregation. And we look forward to having you come back and visit us. On behalf of your congregational family, the rabbi and I have a gift for you.
So your home that you're going to be establishing, we know that we are supposed to do something very special for that home, and that is to affix a mezuzah. So we got you a special mezuzah that's Arkansas approved. Snow approved and so forth, and it's already got the cloth inside. That you should always remember not only to love Adonai, our God, but that also God is there with you as well, and giving you strength and protecting you in all that you do, in all that you build. So please use this in good health, and may it bring blessings to your house.
And as you enter your doorway each day, think of us when you see that beautiful mezuzah. And we will be thinking of you as well.
Please be seated. I'd like to at this time call forward Lori Blasky to represent our sisterhood, our women of Temple Beth Shalom.
Just like at a bar bat mitzvah, sisterhood is the bearer of good gifts. And what would we do without you? And there's a couple hundred sisters in the women, and Elias has to work with all of us, not just one. And so thousands of emails and thousands of phone calls and thousands of last minute, it's the most important thing in the world. And you stop everything and you do it for us. And we thank you so very much for everything that you've done. So on behalf of Sisterhood, we would like to give you, for all of your time, a personalized watch that on the back has us on here, so when you look at it, you remember us and we will remember you. I just want to we also have planted a tree in Israel. We know that your goal is to go to Israel someday, and hopefully we can see your tree. Yes, absolutely. So this is for you. And finally, for your road to your new journey in life, here is some gas card for that journey. But thank you so much. We will miss you, and we'll always be in our hearts.
Otherwise it's going to be shuttling. Representing our brotherhood, our men of Temple Beth Shalom, it is my pleasure to call forward Steve Friedman.
earlier, he said he's going to be the only Jew Hispanic person in Arkansas. Well, Hispanic Jew, yeah. On behalf of Brotherhood, there's two gifts I have to do. One, you're really going to need. You'll probably never speak this in your life. The guys from the East Coast, Canada, the Midwest, you guys are familiar with this. Great. So when I got the gas charge on the stuff, here we go. Here we go. By the way, Steve Sherman apologized for being here. He's out of town. And here was also a gift card. These are gift cards for you guys.
He said it. Oh, you're welcome. So, you have worked with so many of us, and you have been there to do exactly what everyone has always said. You've always said, yes, I can do that. I'm grateful for the most recent challenge that you took, which was for Yom Kippur. When we ended our service on Yom Kippur, we always end with Havdalah, but we can't light a candle in here. So Elias said, oh, no problem. I've got it. He wired a Havdalah candle with lights. It's on my shelf. The Havdalah candle is on my shelf. I'm keeping it. I have not unwired it. I'm keeping that to make sure that we could do Havdalah, so we could end Yom Kippur the way we always have. Jill, unfortunately, is not able to be here tonight, so she sent me these words for you. I'm sorry that I couldn't be here tonight. It's been such a blessing to have you a part of the TBS family and as a friend. I will miss your smiling face in the mornings. I'm lucky I've had 24 years of them. You are one of the most creative people that I know. You always could find a way to make something work when there didn't seem to be a way to do it. You are a treasure. I wish you much success and creativity, and whatever you end up doing in Arkansas. And most of all, I wish you so much happiness. Love, Jill. So I'd like to invite forward all of our staff for a blessing, staff past and present. I'd like to invite forward Marla and Jody and Pam Ranta and Cindy and Bill, and also joining with David and me, Renee, please come and join us. Ruth, please come and join us. Pam Uber, please come and join us. Octavio, please come and join us. And Rory, yes, come and join us as well, please. Let's see. There you go. Right here to sign that they come over schedule. So. That's awesome. We have gathered here tonight to celebrate an end and a beginning. As Elias completes his 24 years of work here at TBS and begins the next chapter of his life with his family, especially his amazing grandson. We, this community, join in thanksgiving for what has been and in anticipation of what will be.
May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless you as you enter into this new chapter in your life. The world was not formed by a single act. Each and every day, God renews the work
May you open your heart and mind to continuous growth, unexpected change, and perpetual unsettling, liberating the expansion of human life.
May you have the courage to name and sanctify this moment of change that is shaping your body and soul.
May you look back on these years and hold on to the many moments of blessing.
May you always know that your smile, your kind words, and the works of your hands help shape and sustain our congregation.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, the renewing one of the world, who has kept us alive and sustained us, and allowed us to reach this time of transformation.
And let us say, Amen. If you will all please rise and come closer to him. It's not just one who gets to place their hands on him, but all of us. We get to bless you.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך כן יהי רצון. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך כן יהי רצון. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום כן יהי רצון.
May God bless you. May God watch over you. May God's light shine on you, in you, and through you. And may God always be gracious to you. May God's light always be there shining on you, granting you strength in all of your journeys. May God's light always be there guiding. May you always feel the warmth of God's presence around you, surrounding you, just as the love of this congregational family always surrounds you, no matter how many miles apart we are. May God bless you with a good life, a life that is filled with good health, please. A life that is filled with so much happiness and laughter. A life that is filled with shalom. Let us say, Hey, Yehi, Laranso. Amen. Please be seated.
She wants me to do the whole Quran. Anyway, this is really hard for me to do. It wasn't an easy decision, but I don't want to get weak. I'm trying not to break down. But I want to thank all of you for the years that, I have to put up. For real, I want to thank you for putting up with me for so many years, and giving me all your support. And yes, you'll be part of my life anywhere I go. Thank you.
Lynn, you'll be happy to know I don't do it just to you. I'd like to now invite Board Marcus Mettler to please come and share some greetings from the board. I mean, equal opportunists there.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm Marcus. I'm part of the TBS Board of Directors and want to make some announcements. Tonight is just a wonderful time to celebrate. Thank you, Rabbi, for leading us in prayer and giving us words of wisdom. And thank you, Cantor, like a champion. You're playing hurt. And they say you're sick, but you sound amazing. So thank you. Davey, Mazel Tov. We got to do mitzvah meals together 2 months ago, and I was impressed by you then. And congratulations to Mazel Tov for becoming a bar mitzvah tomorrow. And Lainey, you must be very, very proud. Just an incredible son that you have, and you should be very proud. And thank you for tonight's oneg, sponsoring and honoring of Davey becoming a bar mitzvah. Just a correction in your announcements. Tomorrow, Saturday, January 10th, Torah study will not be at the TBS library, as it indicates. It will be at the Congregation B'nai Tzedek. The time is still 9:15, so 9:15 tomorrow, Torah study at Congregation B'nai Tzedek. For next week's services, if you want to do something a little different, join us as we trek up to Malibu for the TBS Congregational Retreat that starts on Friday, January 16th, and concludes at Camp Hess Kramer on the 18th. If you can't make it for the whole weekend, there's an option to come up just for the day on Saturday. But it's a wonderful location and a wonderful way to celebrate Shabbat. We will be having Shabbat services next Friday and Saturday as well. So rest assured that you can celebrate locally. For some activities, Sisterhood has a very, very full weekend. Sunday, January 11th, author Maggie Anton will be reviewing and talking about her book, The Enchantress. That will be on noon on Sunday. And then at 3:30, at Fish Interfaith Chapel is the Maxine Horowitz Cultural Series, presenting Cantor Eric Luck as Moshe Oisher, the master singer of his people. There's still time to order tickets, so please do so. That should be a wonderful event. And then the following weekend, another typo, Friday, January 23rd, it says the 25th, that's January 23rd, will be the Sisterhood Shabbat. And then dinner celebration will be following Sisterhood Shabbat, and you can RSVP and get more information from Sylvia Borbe. Wave, Sylvia? That's Sylvia right there in the front. And then a wonderful event that's not on your notes here. On the same weekend, but on Sunday the 25th, there'll be a Temple Beth Shalom Sisterhood event up in the Skirball Cultural Center that is on Sunday 10:30 to 4:30. A wonderful event up at the Skirball Center. For more information, you can see on the TBS website, and again, talk to Sylvia to RSVP. Sylvia, wave again, right there in the front. Also, this Sunday, for a busy weekend, there's some adult education. Wendy Bakarski will be finishing up her last adult education on the Couch Potato series. So if you're interested in that, that'll be at 10 a.m. At the TBS Activity Center. If social action is more your speed, every Sunday, Mitzvah Meals continues to do the work that they do, which is absolutely amazing. Many of you, I'm sure, have been involved, continue to be involved. They always need volunteers as they feed 1,000 needy people in Orange County each month. If you don't have time, you can always donate items, canned goods, canned food, pasta sauce. There's a whole list of things. Please contribute because we're constantly battling against having enough food and the cupboards are bare, so bring what you can or provide your time. Also, continue on the social action theme. The mitzvah of the month for January is sweatshirts, sweaters, and sweatpants. Collecting those items for children's and adult sizes. You can drop those off here on Friday for Shabbat services or in the TBS Rotunda during school hours. That'll be for the month of January. A couple other items here, but you can read those. Last but not least, on behalf of the TBS Board of Directors, Elias, thank you for everything that you've done. Can't believe it's 24 years, and it's amazing everything that you're involved in. I think that was a beautiful tribute, so there's not a lot I can say, but we will absolutely miss you. So thank you, Shabbat Shalom.
So we conclude our service now as we turn in our Sidurim to Aleinu L'Shabeach on page 282, the bottom of the page. Please rise.
Aleinu L'Shabeach L'Adon HaOl, L'Ateinu L'Yotzer Bereshit, Shelo Asa Tikoye Harasot, ולא שם לנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקינו להם, ולא עלינו ככל העולם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, וחיה אדוני, ומלך בכל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Our thoughts turn to those who are no longer with us, yet they are truly a light in our lives. We recall those who have recently departed: Sonia Dorfman, Sylvia Light, George Rusty Pomanik, John Clement, and Theda Beth Leventhal. We remember those whose yard sites occur on this Shabbat and during this coming week: Edward Amador, Morton Axe, Esther Banach, Aaron Berman, Samuel Cohen, Benjamin Esco, Isidore Falkson, Nathan Florman, Rose Goldstein, Ramona Gonzalez, Arthur Greenberg, Rose Groden, William Groden, Samuel Hurstone, Edward D. Kahn, Bernice Carlin, Franklin Crone, Miriam Lefkowitz, Ben Martin, Charles Miller, Harry Rosenthal, Mathilde Sanchez, Lionel Silver, Milton Silverman, Louisa Solomon, Stella Strasmore, Rose Unger, Hulda Villegas, Pam Wald, Lori Weinberg, and Morris Weiss. If there is anyone here who's in the period of mourning of Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, is observing a yard site of a loved one whose name I have not called, I invite you now as I face in your direction, please share their names with us. For all of them and for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem, for the sanctification of God's holy name, and for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we join together as one congregational family on page 294 for Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, b'yalma v'yivrat yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. B'agalau b'zman kariv, v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei Rabba m'vorach le'olam holomei omaya, v'yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudusha b'richu. Le'elam yimpo berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiram v'yalma v'imru, amen. יהי שלום הרב אמין שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ברומה, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us say together. Amen. So Davy and Elias, we have one question. Here we go. You take one half, you take the other half, I want a fair color. You ready? Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, v'te'al. Go share that much lady. Remember our blessings come out to our hands, but also from God on high. There you go. Put your arms around somebody next to you, please. Join together with our final blessing, our final song, Enter.
Join in singing Tefillah Haderech, the blessing of the way to Elias, on page 345, in words. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace.
May we be kept in safety and in love.
May we be kept in safety and in love.
May grace and companion find their way to
Grace
every soul.
and compassion find their way to every soul.
May this be our blessing.
May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing.
Bruchim atem avotem, bruchim atem b'tzeichem yatav yarolam. Blessed may we all be as we have come into this place, and blessed may we be as we go forward. Elias, blessed are you who has come to this place. Blessed may you be as you go forward. May your journey be one that is filled with shalom, with peace and happiness. And let us say, Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.